Eastern PA Weather 30 meteorologist Bobby Marchich here with your outlook for April 6, 2017. For your Thursday, we're going to have plenty of rain, some heavy rain this morning and in early afternoon. Also, some areas of thunderstorms that will be ongoing during the morning and early afternoon as well. And that is because we have this area of low pressure to the west that's moving through the Great Lakes. We'll have ongoing rain at the time. It's going to actually redevelop an area of low pressure over south central PA, right about here, and that's going to take over as the primary. Kind of these two are going to merge together, and it's going to move up here into western New York State eventually, which will shut off the rain later today, but it will enhance rainfall once that area of low pressure develops, and it will also increase the thunderstorm potential, at least south and east of where that low pressure sets up. So we go to the next frame into Thursday morning, you can clearly see that area of low pressure taking over as the dominant low pressure over south central Pennsylvania, and just east and southeast of that we'll have some very heavy rain and those embedded thunderstorms as well. These are going to be I know the Storm Prediction Center has a severe outlook for parts of the area for the portions in the southern areas, and that is possible, but I think the primary threat everywhere else is just going to be from lightning and heavy rain. It is going to be with a temperature inversion aloft, which means if you go up about 3,000, 4,000 feet above the ground, the temperatures are actually going to be warmer than the surface by about 8 to 10 degrees, and that inversion will actually help to trap the sound, like we saw last week, trap the sound of any thunder and enhance it and reverberate it. So it's going to make it a little bit louder and longer lasting, kind of echoing a little bit. So you'll have some very loud thunder cracks when you do have in areas that do get those thunderstorms. As we move to the afternoon hours, we're going to have this system start to pull off to the north, and again, it's going to consolidate over New York State. We're going to shut off the rain from south to north across the coverage area, but this is going to continue heavy through early to mid-afternoon in many of those central and northern locations. I want to get over to the NAM high-res future simulated radar. We'll start this off at 4 a.m. on Thursday. You can already see some pretty heavy rain moving in. It's going to come in generally two waves. This is the first main wave, and this is going to shut off by early morning. Here is 7 a.m., here's 8 a.m. moving out of New Jersey, and then it looks like it's going to have a lull in between. And then we have another area of heavy precipitation that's going to make its way eastward, and that's going to be with that redevelopment of low pressure. If we didn't have the redevelopment, that probably would have been the for a vast majority of the system as this moves off the coast. And as we go a little bit further, you can see that enhancing rainfall and thunderstorms again. By the time we get to 11 a.m. is a look here. Here is noon, 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Still some ongoing heavy thunderstorms and very heavy rain across eastern Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Starts to lift off to the north at 3 p.m. And here's 4. You got some residual wraparound showers that are going to make its way through central PA at this point. And then that's going to lift off to the north as well. So by the time we get to 6 p.m., this is the look at this time. Just some widely scattered showers are going to be in and around certain parts of the region through the evening hours. As we get up to 11 p.m., this is all you have left. And then 2 a.m., there's nothing. I do want to skip ahead now. You saw some blue on the map there, and that's because as this area of low pressure gets up into New York, it will actually combine with an upper level low and produce winds out of the northwest. We're going to start getting temperatures to drop, and you're going to have some wraparound moisture come in with very cold upper levels. So you're going to have snow falling in some places on Friday, believe it or not, but not sticking. Falling and sticking are two different things, but here's that system providing, just sitting up here in New England, and it's going to have these wraparound showers. Here's your area of low pressure, still pretty strong. Again, that northwesterly flow is going to allow these wraparound showers to come through, and in some cases will fall in the form of snow. So don't be surprised, even pretty far south, all the way down to maybe I-78, you might see some snowflakes mixing in with the rain, in with these showers. And they're not going to be a constant rain either, but I do want to show you as we get to, here's a look at 11 a.m. on Friday, and you can see the radar is indicating snow here, but the 32-degree line is well up to the north and west, so we're not expecting any accumulations. This is just a situation where the cold air aloft is going to allow that to fall in the form of snow or a mixture of rain and snow as it falls, and then further south and east, you're just looking at scattered showers. So if you're going to the Phillies home opener, you may have to dodge a few showers at least early on in that game, and then I think you have improving conditions later in the game as this system starts to pull away and things start to dry out. But I do think this weekend, however, is going to be very nice. The system's going to pull away. Here's the residual on Friday evening, and then that pulls away. Here's Saturday, partly cloudy skies, temperatures getting back to near normal for this time of year. You get into Sunday, you're mostly sunny. You see this high pressure right here is going to be in control. A big factor in our weather this week is a huge ridge builds in over the northeast. This is the start of it on Sunday. It's not going to be too terribly warm. Probably temperatures well up into the 60s, mid 60s or thereabout on Sunday, but then we really start energizing the temperatures as this system sets up over Bermuda. And again, you get a huge ridge established here in the northeast United States, well into the 70s, we think, for highs on Monday. By the time you get to Tuesday, this should be our peak heating day. And this is going to be ahead of a cold front. You're going to have a couple different things aiding this. The cold front moving in, so you already have a south-southwesterly flow. You have the Bermuda high out here, so that's bringing up these temperatures that are very warm. And I do think that parts of our area will hit 80 degrees. Here is the forecast high temperatures by the models. Now, I will say the trees don't have leaves on them for the most part yet, so this will actually help to increase temperatures from what you see here. These are all showing upper 70s to begin with. This is the model projected highs. Generally 77, 78, 79 in here, but I do think a lot of these places hit 80 because of a process called evapotranspiration. I know a lot of people have no clue what I'm talking about there, but it just means the fact that there's no leaves on the trees, or very little, it provides a little resistance for these temperatures to go and exceed what guidance is suggesting. So I do think we hit 80 in a lot of places on Tuesday especially, which should be the peak heating day, and it still remains warm, it looks like, into next week, through the middle of next week. I'm Eastern PA Weather Authority meteorologist Bobby Martrich. That is our outlook for April 6, 2017. Have a great Thursday.